Hello students, let's see today stages in incorporation of a company. Last time we had studied formation of a company and its stages, but this time we will see only one stage of that, all the stages which was incorporation of a company. You must remember the stages of formation included this incorporation of a company. Now we will analyze the incorporation of company. That means getting the certificate of corporation, registration with registrar, and that also means that now the company's status is separate from its owner and proprietors. So that is called incorporation. Let's see the stages. First one is ascertaining availability of name. The company name must be unique, and so uniqueness, if it is to be found, then we have to check whether if what the name is thought by the company is available or not. If anyone has already taken that name, then in that case that name will cannot be taken. So all the companies must be having a unique name. So a company can choose its own name and check it through registers in the office of registrar whether other companies are of this name or not. The name of company must be stated in memorandum of association of the company, and the company's name must end with limited if it's a public company, and private limited if it is a private company. So if the name is available or not, the promoter has to apply to the registrar of companies of the state. So a 500 rupee is paid with the application, and the registrar then allows the company to adopt the name given by. They fulfill all legal documentation formalities within a period of 3 months. Again, the second stage is preparation of memorandum of association and article of association. All these documents are prepared by the company itself. They will make their own memorandum of association and articles of association. And memorandum of association is like a constitution or a rule book under which the company will operate, and the memorandum states the field in which the company will do business, objectives of the company, and type of business the company plans to undertake. Memorandum of association contains 5 clauses. Name clause, under which name must be given. Registered office clause, objects clause, that means what are the objectives of the company, liabilities which are undertaken presently, and the capital of the company. Article of association, on the other hand, is basically a document that states rules under which the internal management will operate. So article is like an internal document, so it must be signed by all the directors, and it also mentions the rights, duties, and liabilities of its members. It is equally binding on all the members of the company. Third thing is printing, signing, and stamping, vetting of memorandum and articles. So all these documents needs to be printed on a stamp paper. So the stamp paper has to be acquired, and it has to be signed by all. So all these printing and signing, stamping, all these processes are done, and then it is ready to be submitted to the registrar. And again, the next thing is power of attorney. You must have heard about that in movies. So power of attorney is such a document when it mentions somebody to have power of attorney, then the person has the authority to act on behalf of company and its promoters. And a person with power of attorney can change memorandum and articles of association, and moreover other documents that have filed with the registrar. It can change also. It can means this is a power which gives full authority to operate on somebody's behalf. So that is called power of attorney. Other documents to be filed with the registrar of companies are e-form number 32, means consent of directors, that directors give consent that they are willing to work as a director of the company. Second is e-form number 18, that means notice of registered address, what will be the registered address of the company. And the third e-form number 32 contains details of directors. So again, statutory declaration in e-form number 1. Statutory declaration means that all the rules and regulations of Companies Act and of the land in which the company is going to be registered are being followed by the company to best of their knowledge. So that is called statutory declaration. Again, registration fee is paid, a prescribed fee to the registrar of companies during the course of incorporation, and it depends on the nominal capital of the companies, which also have share capital. Again, certificate of incorporation is provided by the company, and then the process of registration or incorporation is fully complete, and the registrar is gives this certificate to the directors, and then the company becomes incorporated, and now it is ready to operate. So this was it. This will remain as your homework. Read it and copy it in your copies. Thank you.